Yeah, hell yeah. How does my BBC taste, huh?
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up.
Hello there, fellow Padawans. Ichiro Skywalker here, and today we have something very special on our garage. As we can know, Crossout is a game that allows you to assemble vehicles based on your personal choice. So some of our people would love to bring their own real-life vehicles into the game for their very own immersion. Take a look at this one. We have this vehicle built by DarkPasta, one of the official Crossout partners, and he brings himself his very own Ford Focus into the game, and he even made a video about it. Let's see if he can show you about that one. Hold on. Right, here we go. You can see that he made himself a little car like here, and he even made a video about it, like testing out various vehicles on his Ford Focus. What is that? Ford Focus ST Mk2. So this is his vehicle, his real-life car in Crossout. He tested various weapons about it, and he just stick the one with the highest rarity. It's called Arbiter, I think. So you can see he is using 2 arbiters and a radiator and a cabin that focuses on using boosters and some light wheels and maybe some fuse parts like a free engine that doesn't cost energy, and yeah, it looks pretty similar to what he uses in real life. Like, I'm not joking, just take a look at yourself. So you can see him using various parts. We have to lower it. So he tried to use it in various battles and assaults, but there is something that doesn't really sit quite right with me. So we have the blueprint here, but you can see that it doesn't have a booster. Like, of course, it doesn't have other things like other decoration parts, but that's beyond our current point today. So what I'm thinking is a vehicle that uses a cabin that's designed to go with boosters, but it doesn't have any booster on it. It sounds very
Unacceptable!
That's why we are here today. We are going to give it a little bit of upgrade. So let's see what I think the problem has. Or maybe not really problem, but more like points that I think it can improve. So first off, you can see that let's turn on the augmentation mode. Oh, yep. So we can see that when we have the augmentation mode on, we can see, alright, the guns are sitting pretty nicely on frame parts, which allow damage to pass through it so that you didn't lose the gun when compared to when you mount it on regular part that kind of just increases the hitbox of your gun. So you can see that maybe we will just put it here.
Let's not finish this and just burn down the garage instead. Just kidding.
Huh. Maybe next time, wait. Okay, so what we have here is you can see this frame part, despite connecting to the gun, is not really actually connected to the cabin. Like, it is connected via other parts, only by the gun itself. And this little frame is the only one that holds both guns together. And you can also see it doesn't really have other modules. It has a radiator, and that's it. It has one ammo box, but you can see that in the other videos. In the other part of the video, you can see DarkPasta using some kind of weapons like impulses. So impulses. So we have impulse over here. It is a rare grenade launcher, but it only has like 75 pieces of ammo. So a blue ammo pretty sure will suffice. And well, it is an art build after all, but we can improve it. So I'm just gonna lock this one here, and we are going to turn it into something very funny. And there we go. This is our version, or my version of his Ford Focus. Check this one out. So we have a little bit, we have some part fused and nothing really special with it, but we actually install booster onto this cabin, and we also have radiators and a radar that can allow us to relocate or identify enemy with beyond the default detection range. And we also have a little bit of we also have an ammo, a better ammo, so that we can actually last longer for these guns. And we also, and unfortunately, we do have to install a generator because we have both of these massive boosters installed that they cost energy. And unfortunately, we will also have to relocate our radiator up front, which is a very risky move because the radiator this slim really doesn't have much health points even when it fills it. But since this cabin is designed to use with boosters, we should be able to spare it. And the more about it, and the most important part, we have this frame connected to the front gun and this other frame connected to the back gun, so that each of these guns actually have one frame corresponding to connect directly to the cabin, so that if we lose one gun or the frame connected down to it, we probably wouldn't have to worry about losing the other gun. Yeah, so, and we also did a little bit of decorations. You see this little large assembly section. So I would argue it actually makes the car looks like it has a door. So a slight change, but art is kind of subjective. So I'll let DarkPasta himself decide this one. All right. So and this is just a humble naming, but you know what happens when you give someone, when you improve someone's vehicle with with their synergy included. So this vehicle, I call it DarkPasta Ford Focus 2 B.B.C, which it actually stands for by booster cockpit, because we have two boosters, so by boosters natural, and we have the last one stands for cockpit, so by booster cockpit. Yeah, it's a terrible pun, but bear with me in a second. So what we are going to do is we are going to take DarkPasta's Ford Focus, improve it into one that consider the synergy with related parts, and we are going to see how much improvement can we have by making it into more synergy. Into, how should I put it? Raising the synergy level. Yeah, that's probably the better term. Well, so without further ado, let's hop into the battle with this one. Alright, here we are at our first match of this art build is at Sinto City, an encounter map. But the matchup is really not in our favor. Like, we are already being put against enemy of 10,000 power score. This is like 1/3 of our size bigger than us. I don't. They really mess up with their matchmaking system after all these changes. I don't really understand. They used to favor actual balancing. Like the lobby would be much balanced back then with people the largest power score less than 1,000 power score over the smallest one on either team. Uh-oh, he already took out one of us. Ooh. We took quite a lot of. He took out a lot of chunk from us. What is this guy doing? Let's not figure it out. Alright, cool. We got. Let's focus in on. Uh-oh. Oh, uh-oh. We ran out of boosters. Maybe I should have fuels for reserve instead, but. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We ran out. We also ran out of radiators, so. Yeah. Looks like we kinda just not doing very well on this one, but it seems our team might be winning. Like we deal some damage on the melee dog. No, yeah, and we won. But despite performing pretty average, and somehow the enemy bot is not doing anything. But yeah, we won this one, but. We didn't really perform well despite doing some enough damage on the melee guy. So it's alright. So let's on to the next. Alright, we are on orbital station this time. Which is a domination map. So we'll be sitting on the space for quite a few times. But let's see how it goes. And we are on the lower side of the. Yeah, we're on the lower side of the bracket. It looks like 2K. Yeah, it just happened to be just around 2K power score difference. And I'm not sure how it will go. Alright, they are going to B. Should we go help? Alright, I'll just keep pinging the map and see if we can help them before we capture. Oh, they're here. They're here. Oh, he missed. We barely juke him. I don't like how much we had to lead with impulse though. Alright, he slightly touched us, which is fine. It's not like. Alright, he's dead. Alright, all good. Alright. Alright, I don't know what. This is a melee guy? Yeah, he's dead. Alright, Alright, uh-oh. They are onto us. Oh, I lost. Alright, let's. Yeah! Hell yeah! How does my B.B.C taste, huh? How do you like my B.B.C? Huh? Let's go, let's go. We still have a base advantage, but wouldn't last long if wouldn't last long if we didn't survive. Uh-oh. Well, we tried. And oh god, it's a draw. And there really isn't much we can do now. Well, GG, we tried. Let's see. Average. But yeah, we are kind of at the lower end of the spectrum, so there's nothing. Not that low, but we are like 6. We are barely. Yeah, we are kind of at the lower end of the spectrum. We are like low end of the 7,000. So that's not extremely bad, but we just tried. It's alright. Alright, move on to the next. Alright, here we are at Marble Quarry. We are having an encounter match. Let's see if we can win this one. We are at the higher level of the bracket, which is still pretty huge. But okay.
The base is under attack.
Uh-oh, let's help out our bots. Alright, we go on. We have to time our boosters because we really doesn't have much. We really doesn't have much reserve on this one. Expect. We keep missing. Oh, great. Two. What is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, we survived. That's W. We didn't do much, but our performance is average at best, but we survived and we get a kill. That's what counts. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, our next match go into Sinto City Encounter, which on a slightly different weather, and we are at the middle of the bracket, middle of a 2K power score bracket. I don't. It's not it's not the most balanced, but it's already better than the rest of the day where it can shoot all the way above. Alright, let's go to deal with this one. Let's see. Alright, we got one. It's a bot, but it has a gun, so whatever works. We have one over here. Is it on the bridge? Alright, let's shoot the cabin. Alright, done. There's one over there. We have one at the one at the bridge. Alright. Good thing he missed. Barely though. Alright. Oh my god. we are about to blow up.
How do you like me?
Oh, let's go. Move. Oh, we barely escaped him. But he's... Alright, he's dead. How does my B.B.C taste, huh? Jackass. Alright, we do exceptionally well, or at least on top of our team. The enemy is not so much, like their top score is a bot, and oh wow, I don't know what to comment. Yeah, at least we won this one, and we got a pretty second. I think we got second highest. Yeah, we got second highest score of the entire lobby. So I'll take it. So yeah, this pretty wraps up our attempt of improving DarkPasta's Ford Focus Mk2 with something that acts from a pure art build to a functional one. It doesn't really work that well because we kind of just inflate our whole power score. Like it was from a 6,000 power score to 7. Like you can see here, his original car is like 6.5, and we have it 7.2 thousand. But with all things considered, it's kinda alright. Like it can work. Maybe you would want to see. I don't know. Maybe we can try to see if we can squeeze a oppressor engine, because the turn rate of, depending on the weapon, the turn rate could vary. So it's hard to do a sustained firepower onto this when you are doing a dogfight, but it kind of works. Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it for today. And I don't know if you like it. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked today's video. Make sure you leave a comment, or thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't. But preferably a like, and share to your fellow survivors. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.